Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Anu here. Today we are going to discuss about a new topic. In my previous video, I have shown how to get started with the Docker. Today I'm going to create a new application, just a portfolio web application, and I will Dockerize that application using Dockerfile. And let's get started and show you a single container application, how we can spin a single container application using Dockerfile. Okay, as of now, if you see, this is my Docker desktop application. There is no container available, no images, no volume. It's clean. Let's get started. Um, Let me show you this application. npm run. Okay, now this application is running on port 5173. This is running locally. Okay, we are going to take this into Docker. We will be creating a Docker file and we will create a Docker image and Docker container out of that. Let's get started. I'm going to cancel this run. Let's cancel. And let me show you the Docker file. And this is the Docker file. Let me give you an explanation about what it is going to do. Okay, this is a two-stage application. One thing is build and then it will serve. In build stage, it will download a Node.js application that is a base image. Then it will create a, and it will run npm ci and npm run build, and it will build all the static files for running this application. Once it is created, then it will serve that application through Nginx. What it will do is, what are the static file it created, it will copy to the Nginx directory, and what are the communication, what are the API requests which is coming, it is going to route to that Nginx required location. That is whether it is a header or footer or to the project, wherever it maybe it is, whenever the user click, it will go to that location. Okay, so once it is done, it is saved in the default conf. These are the engineer's default conf, and it is going to expose that website through port 80. And this is the command to run Nginx internally. Let's build this image. Okay, for building this image, we can use Docker build -t. I'm going to give the name as portfolio from this current directory. It is what it is going to do. It is going to download the base image from the Docker Hub, and yeah, it's almost done so fast. And it will he what are the things we asked to do? This is already done working directory, and it is building all the images. Now it has built the base image, and we are going to copy that into the Nginx. It's the next phase. Let's create the Docker container. For building the Docker container, we can use Docker run. I'm exposing the port -p and going to access this application through 8080. The internal port of the Docker is 80, and the container name is portfolio itself. Before executing this command, let me show you what it just downloaded. If you go to volume, nothing is there. Container is not there. If you see the image, it has downloaded this image. If you see this, it has copied all the commands, all the content. It has copied command nginx-g daemon off. These are the commands which we have given there in the Docker file to execute. Okay. Then finally exposing to 80 TCP. Let's get started and go to the container. Nothing is there. We are going to execute this command. Okay. To be, sorry. Now it will be more clear. Okay. Now I am going to execute docker run -p, that is exposing the port 8080 to the internal port of Docker and giving the name as portfolio. Let it run. So it started running. And let's go ahead and see in the Docker. See, the container is already started. This is doing the port mapping to 8080 to 80. Let's Open this. Now this is running through the container, Docker container through 8080. You can access this application. It's about skills, experience, projects, contacts, everything working fine as such. Let's stop the container and see whether we can access the application or not. Let's go here, stop the container, stop. Let's come back and refresh the page, see whether it is loading or not. No, it won't load because we are serving this application to container. Only after enabling this or starting this application, we'll be able to access it. See, it came back instantly. And let's see few command line. Okay. Docker ps, it will show all the running commands. Okay. As of now, this portfolio application image is running. This is the content ID. It's active. Docker images, it will show the download images. Okay. This is a small file size. And this usage is 95.25 MB, and this is the image ID. Okay, and let's go ahead and see this architecture or internal architecture and network Docker network, how it is serving the this application. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, this is a portfolio application. If you this, yeah, through the index.html, it will go to the main.jsx file and it will invoke the app.jsx file. The app.jsx file then involve these many components parallelly. That is now bar, hero, about, skills, experience, project, contact, footer. That is what we can hear here. Okay. Then comes go to the next one. This is the data flow, how the data flow is going. If a user coming in, they are clicking on this browser and accessing this website, immediately a get request is going into the Nginx, and Nginx will return back to the HTML dot index.html for a hash the JavaScript or CSS bundles it will give. Once it receives the required file, they can load the main.js file to the React server, and through the React server, it will do the render to apps. This API route will happening, and through which we will get all the component details and serve the purpose. Let's see. This is the build pipeline. Build pipeline. What it will do is we have this JSX CSS files, index.html, tailwind CSS, all will be combined together and built by builder, white bundler, and then it will be saved in the this folder. And if you see this Docker architecture, this is a two-stage application. In the first stage, the builder, let's copy this backend.json, then run npm ca and copy source code, then npm run build. It will build that the base image it will create. Then only that required static files will be moved to this Nginx server. It will be saved inside the Nginx HTML folder. It will be copied from there. The custom Nginx conf. I'll show this custom Nginx conf. Let's minimize this one. If you this, maybe on the next one. I'll show. Okay, then it will copy from here and it will start the nginx.conf default configuration for the nginx service. Then it will expose to the port 80. And this dot, if you see the Docker network diagram, this is the browser. we will be accessing this application using port 8080. That will be mapped to the container port 80. Inside the Nginx, it will go and check the static file, that is that HTML file, and we will get the response back. This is all about a single container application using Dockerfile. In the upcoming videos, I will show you how we can spin a multi-container application using Docker Compose. And also, I will show you how to use this persistent volume. As of now, in this application, I haven't used any persistent volume. We'll go ahead and send up the persistent volume with some other application to do the data persistency. If we disable the application, stop the application, if there is any data saved during this running process, so suppose if you take any application, some form filling or something, if there is no volume involved, or if there is no backend database involved, those data will be vanished once we disable this application. To avoid that, we can give persistent volume. That is called the Docker volume. In the upcoming video, I will show you how to enable this persistent volume and run using those Docker Compose. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good day. Bye.